But the people that you look up to, the pastors, the Christians, the people that's in the community, the true nature of them is Pornhub. Now, over the last couple of weeks and months, we've had a lot of controversy when it comes to the Christian community. A month ago, the president of Liberty University, a huge university, got caught in a scandal to where someone was having sex with his wife in front of him. It's called Cuck holding. Right? Justin Bieber's pastor, he had to step down because of his infidelity issue. Jennifer Hudson and her being accused by her fiance of cheating with malimusic. I used to be in a Christian rap group. I used to be a dedicated follower of Christ and God. So I've been in the Christian community for a long time. But at the same time, I'm from the hood. You know what I mean? I'm from the block, right? I'm from the hood. And I've seen both worlds. I've seen both worlds. I've seen the world of the church and I've seen the world of the streets. I've seen the world of sex. Quick side note. I've been to a lot of sex parties. Why have I seen people deep off in the church and the sex party and the sex club? It's weird, right? That's really weird. It's crazy. Now, back to your regular scheduled program. And sexuality, and I seen the world of the church. And what I can tell you is there is no distinction whatsoever. One of the reasons we toured up the city and we had the whole city behind us, like in that GZ. Y'all remember that? He was like, I can't lose my whole city behind us. And then the thing went back, hey. And then what? Y'all remember that? Y'all know about that, right? But it was anyway, we realized, right? We realized the same people that was at the club was the same people that was at the church. We realized that the same people that was at the strip on Sundays and the strip club was the same people that was in the choir, right? So if we hit them, if we got the streets behind us, we got the church behind us, right? So we was able to get into the church being hood ass niggas, right? Being some hood ass, gangsta ass little, Christian hood ass rappers, right? We was able to get into the church because before the church would embrace us, the streets embraced us. And in the community as a whole, the streets are the church, right? But with that said, what I began to notice is that that parallel also occurred when it happened to come about sex, right? From a scientific perspective, I want to tell you this, and I want to put you on game. If you plan on getting married, getting in a relationship, or you want to know the true nature of things, there's two things. I would say really three things, but I'm going to say two things right now that people become very primal about and lose all types of self-control. The first thing is food, right? What we eat. You look around America and you just see the tummies, right? That's evidence that people can't control what they eat. The second thing is, but you don't necessarily see this, is what people do with their sexuality. That's behind the doors, and you may never see that. You may never see the evidence of that outside of a baby, right? But when you peek, when you open the door and you in the room where it happens, when you're in the room where it happens, you see the true nature of people. And the true nature of people, the true nature of the people that you look up to, the pastors, and I'm not saying all of them, but the people that you look up to, the pastors, the Christians, the people that's in the community, the true nature of them is Pornhub. Right? That's the essence of people. And I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or, beat you over the head and say hey, people are hypocrites. There are some people that, that are disciplined enough or have rules have rules in place to where they don't fall into their temptation. However, the default setting of people is Pornhub, right? So when you understand that, you understand the true nature of the way that the world works. Listen, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like you was my son or you were my daughter. I've slept with over 200 women, right? I've seen, and yes, it's skill. Yes, I'm handsome. Yes, I got a beard. Yes, I got mouthpiece. But the way I was able to do that is understanding women, understanding the algorithm. It's like, understand the algorithm of women and the way that they work, right? The way that they look at you. You can almost tell once you do it a lot. A woman will look at you a certain way and you can tell, she want it, right? Or when a woman is ovulating, she want the dick tonight, right? It's certain things that you just pick up on once you do it so much. So I want to say this, like, the overarching principle. When it comes to the people that you look up to, when it comes to the people that you follow, it's important to understand that no one can lead you better than you can lead yourself. No one, I'm gonna say that again, no one can lead you better than you can lead yourself. So yes, get mentors. Yes, read books. Yes, listen to people. Yes, listen to me, because I'm putting you on game. However, get other information. Weigh that with your own thoughts. Figure it out for yourself. Let people pour into you, but figure it out yourself. These people that you look up to, that you idolize, that you adore, they are human just like you. They breathe shit, wanna fuck, watch Pornhub just like you. A lot of times, the only difference between you and them is maybe they're highly skilled at a particular thing, or they just had the opportunity that you didn't have, or they may work harder and just be doper than you. But that's in a specific thing. It kills me when I see people, it don't kill me, but it's hilarious to me when you have somebody that's a great basketball player, right? And they make him a coach. And it's like, those are two different skill sets. Just because you can dribble don't mean that you can coach. Just because you can run with the football don't mean that you can coach other people to run with the football, right? But we always get it confused. We have this thing to where, just because that person is a good preacher, just because that person is a good rapper, just because that person can sing good, just because this person is persuasive in what he's saying, what they're saying is correct in other areas, and it's not. That's rarely the case. So I'm gonna say this, y'all. Like, if you a Christian, hey, go and live your Christian life, do what you want to do. You know what I mean? But I'm not your guru. Don't have one. You have your own internal clock, and let that be fed by different pieces of information that you've acquired over the years to determine your own pathway. Don't let Trump lead you. Don't let Joe Biden lead you. Don't let your pastor lead you. You lead yourself. You take that responsibility, right? Because at the end of the end of your life, wherever you end up, it's your responsibility. You can't say, hey, pastor told me to do this, Donald Trump. Like, you know how many people Donald Trump has got they ass beat, right? Because they was doing what he told them to do, and they got fucked up, right? Don't let, you know what I mean? And you can't be in court and be like, hey, Donald Trump told me, nah, homie, you're going to have to pay that. You're going to have to pay for that with a pound of flesh in your asshole. You know what I mean? So it's just like, hey, it's important, yeah, listen to all these people. But at the end of the day, develop a wisdom and an understanding of your world and your environment so you can lead yourself. You are responsible for you. And when you take that, that's a hard thing to do. That's real difficult to do, but you can do it. And when you do it, you have more wisdom than 99% of the world's population. Because most people, they don't read the Bible. They don't get information from independent sources. They say, why do you believe that? Because my mama told me. Because that's what pastor said. That's what master said, right? That's what CNN said. That's what Fox News said. So it's like, get that information to where you can decipher shit yourself. You know what I mean? But what y'all think? Leave a comment, subscribe, follow, share this. Tell me what y'all think. Love y'all. Peace out. Deuces.
East Side, Garden Oaks, I was raised there.
You knew that you were the same people living in Oklahoma City as against those who were living in Chicago.
Invisible struggle, invisible pain, invisible heartache, invisible chains, invisible intellect, invisible slums, invisible smoke, invisible bombs, invisible kings from invisible lands. If I am invisible, can't stop an invisible man. If I am invisible, can't stop an invisible man. If I am invisible, can't stop an invisible man. If y'all know me, y'all know where I come from. This is East Side till I die, right? You know, I love where I come from. When I went to Webster, we used to have this thing. I started it. It was the East Side, South Side, you know, Fofo Block versus East Side. And I just love my city. I love where I'm from, and I represent it to the death of me. But coming up, I didn't know the history. And this is not just a East Side Oklahoma City thing. This is a Black Oklahoma thing. You know, I didn't know how many heroes that we had coming up. And when I read about the invisible struggle, it just touched me in my heart, because I understood Ralph Ellison. I understood his struggles. I understood what it was like to grow up in a world where people ignore, where you feel ignored, where you feel invisible, where you feel like you don't have an opinion, where you feel like people aren't paying attention to you, when you feel like people don't give a fuck about you or anything that you're doing, you're saying. They just see you as a whatever they have inside their mind of who a Black person is. And so I understand Ralph Ellison's struggle. I understand where he's coming from. So I wanted to drop this line, this East Side legacy, in honor of people like Ralph Ellison, people like Clara Looper, our heroes, people like Dungy, you know, people like Warren Moon, not Warren Moon, but Moon, you know what I'm talking about. So I wanted to honor the people who came from the East Side, you know, and I want you to know, like, no matter where you come from, no matter your circumstances, you can overcome that. You know what I mean? Ralph Ellison is a literary giant, a giant. And he's from the East Side of Oklahoma City. You know what I mean? So if he could do that, you could do that. So, you know, y'all go, y'all cop it, y'all support it. I'm going to be hitting y'all with some other designs for my East Side Legends clothing collection. So y'all be looking out for that. I'm so excited. This is the Christmas version. I'm coming out with something after that. So y'all go cop that, y'all support, and I look forward to bringing you more hot, dope East Side collection, shirts, t-shirts, hats, all that stuff. I love y'all. Support. Peace. Yeah. Share this video. Share this shit. Peace, y'all.